Okay, so I'm going to start cutting the cross braces today, and for anybody wondering how it's done, sure you could measure it out, but what I've chosen to do is I'm taking one of our cross braces here, just kind of laying it right into the grooves that were made in the long pieces, making sure that the ends are indeed square, which they are. And then I just ran a pencil along the ends here. I will then go ahead and clamp all 7 of them together and use my circle saw actually to go ahead and cut that groove, because that's exactly what I did here in the long portions. So I'm going to go ahead and get those clamped up, get the circle saw set up, and then I will show you how I do that. And of course, I left everything go a little bit long because you never know exactly how it's going to line up. So we'll just knock the ends off when it's all said and done. All right. Okay, this is what I ended up with. I've got my circular saw set at 1.5 inches deep, and then we come over here. I've got all the boards clamped together. Yes, this front one here is one that I'd screwed up on earlier. I actually made accidentally an extra long board. Sorry about the sniffles, guys. This is what happens when it gets cold. So yes, they're all clamped up. They're all marked. What I'm going to do is I will take the speed square, I'll set it up, I'll run the circular saw along, make a pass to cut, slide it over, run along another pass to make the other side cut, and I'll get rid of this, and we'll just plow out the middle. So here we go. Now I'm getting ready to install several of the cross braces here. I am human, so therefore you'll notice down at the bottom here there is a little bit of a gap. The reason for this gap is, if I can get this out of here, it's pretty snug. My dados down here are not perfect. They just don't quite line up exact with these holes in the long pieces. So what happened was I am off by just an ever so slight little bit. I probably didn't need to take out quite as much as I did. That's right around almost 1/8 of an inch. I believe I can shrink that down quite a bit, because when you look at it, when I get it back in here, and they are pretty snug, you can kind of see that gap there. You'll notice that this piece is numbered 3 and 3. That is because as I pan out here, that is the 3rd one that will go in. This here's 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. You kind of see just a little bit was taken out here. The rest of it lines up really good. Each one, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do individually, I think, and kind of tailor it that way. Now, if this board here was not perfectly square, which it happens to be, but if it was not, right down in here, I could easily put a shim to kind of press that out ever so slightly more to bring it into square. The other thing I'm planning on doing is down along the edges here, I will either be driving in a nail, like a long finishing nail, or a couple of screws. I'm most likely going to go ahead and use screws in all the ends. The other thing I'm toying with is the possibility of running a screw right down through the top here to kind of hold the two together all the more, but I think utilizing the polyurethane glue, I should be perfectly fine with that. Sun is getting ready to go down, so the lights are starting to go a bit dim here in the shop. So I'm going to go ahead and just do these 3 boards and call it a day, and then I shall get this video posted up for the weekend. Alright.